Everyone, welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And for Dallas, they've got Anthony Davis. Thompson is out there with Russell. Then it's Derek Lively. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Davis. Great D that time from Oubre.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Now here's George. He's tightly guarded. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Davis with it. Now defended by Oubre. Charity stripe shot. And it's Davis missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Outside, Maxey lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range. Maxey's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside, Russell. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Lively. Thompson for the triple. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Embiid's mid-range touch is really improving. It's noticeable.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked Coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. He's covered by Thompson. Outside, Maxey over Russell. Maxey, no good. Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Russell from long range. To the wing on the left. Here's Lively. His 3-pointers off the mark. 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Embiid inside. Lively's there. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
How about the soft touch from Embiid? Nice looking jump shot there.
Thompson passes to Davis. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Yep, that one goes in there. Thompson's got 5.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
Outside, George. And Lively pulls it down. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And it's sent back by George.
George is versatile defensively, can guard multiple positions, and that versatility allows him to block some shots, too.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Mavericks trail by 3. Russell looking around. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Outside, George. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
.112 left in the first quarter. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Here's Maxey. He has 7. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Mavericks trailer. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Russell with it. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 5 from outside the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 6. It's George on the wing. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. Over Russell. Maxey, no good. Now Russell. Pass to Davis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And we reached the end of the first quarter. 76ers on top, up 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Christie is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the 4 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Christie. Washington with the screen on George. Hits it from three-point range. 8 points for him.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic to beat if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now here is George. For 3. Drains the three-pointer. George has got 5.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Mavericks trail by 4. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the 3. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Here's McCain following the score by Dallas. From 15 feet away, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Stepping in from the line, George, very good and capable from mid-range.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. They get it again. Here's Christie. A three-pointer off the mark. Gafford with the steal. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
There's the pick. Over to the wing. Back to George. A shot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And the Mavericks making a change here. Russell's checked in. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And McCain pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 4. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Now here's Embiid over Davis. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Washington. It's deflected. And he comes up with the deuce. He has 5. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Good on the shot. Maxey's got 9.
Great screen that time by George. Well done.
Mavericks trail by 4. Thompson kicks to Russell. A 3-ball. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
1:30 left here in the second. Now here's Maxey. He's got 9. And here's Embiid. Over Davis. And it's Russell with the rebound. The Mavericks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And Thompson kicks to Russell. And now the 76ers on the break. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's George. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Maxey. Off target with his 3. Mavericks trail by 3.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Russell from long range. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers lead by 3. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, they always build off of their defense here. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan passport shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Philadelphia leading by 3. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got George. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Maxey. Now here's Embiid. Lets it fly from 18. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Embiid's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the 76ers. Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
And here are the 76ers now, following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. And Davis pulls it down.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Thompson. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Maxey with it. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to George. Back to Maxey. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Pass to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. Locked in. Embiid with a contested shot.
Boy, if you can't appreciate how skilled Embiid is, you got a problem. I mean, he's impossible for the defense to slow down.
Mavericks trail by 4. Russell passes to Lively. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Trying to get open is Oubre. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively inside. Covered by Oubre. Thompson, a screen on George. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. Davis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, you got to put a body on Davis when he goes up in the air, because if you don't, it's too late.
Now Maxey. 11 points in the game. Oubre, a screen on Russell. The long distance 3 is buried. Maxey's got 14 points for the game.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Thompson dishes to Davis. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
You know, that's one that'll stay with us for a while. I mean, Davis, one of those guys that can really electrify a crowd, no matter what building he's in.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Embiid. Fires for 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. Davis finds Thompson. No good. That would have tied it. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Oubre outside. Back to George. Over Russell. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. He's got 9.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
They get it back. Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
What determination on the board. His work ethic really standing out right there. Well done by Davis.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarrett Lively. B.J. Washington comes in for Thompson. Christie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Andre Drummond grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Grimes, still without a basket. Outside, Maxey. Here's McCain. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. 34 seconds left to play in the third. The three-pointer is right on target.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Maxey against Christie. And here's George for 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Davis. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Thompson. He's out there with Russell. Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's McCain. He's covered by Washington. Pass to McCain. 76ers moving the ball around. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside, Russell. Over in the corner, Marshall. Thompson outside. To tie it up. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. A fader. The Mavericks pull it in. Washington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Thompson. Now, here's Washington. To the left wing. Here's Marshall. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Grimes passes to Drummond. Here's Grimes. Launches a 3. Rebound by Marshall. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Russell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Thompson with the 3.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Marshall. Oubre's checked in for the 76ers. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Oh, my goodness! Come on now.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Now here's Embiid. Shoots over Lively. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead. Thompson inside the line. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Fades back. Rebounded by Gafford.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Thompson kicks to Russell. Out to the right wing. Pass to Washington. Outside, Russell. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The 76ers leading by 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Now here's Davis. Tries again. Davis owning the paint and gets it to go.
Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
Pass to George. Back to Maxey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Here's Russell. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results.
Now, here's George. Oubre passes to Embiid. Lets it go from deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Throws it up high and stolen by Maxey. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to Oubre. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the 76ers lead by 4.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Davis. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
AD staring him down and letting him know this ain't over yet.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Embiid. George looking over the floor. Clock at 6. They shoot again. Count it.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Inside. Oubre against Davis. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Watch out, Anthony Davis has caught fire.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. .4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Thompson passes to Lively. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. From downtown, Oubre pulls it in. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Can't connect from long distance. So Philadelphia wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.